Hey everyone, sorry about my background. The lighting in our house is very bad, so I have to pick the right spots where light's coming in. Anyway, I wanted to share a really quick testimony with you guys. Um, about a year and a half ago, this is before me and Ryan were even married. We had gone to a party one night, and on the way home, we had to take a Tricycat. That is a side motor with a motor with a sidecar, and anyway, so on the way home, I told Ryan, I said, you should really try to witness that guy, or at least invite him to church. So he did. He started sharing, a little bit of the gospel with him. Our house was close by, so, you know, he tried to go through the plan of salvation as much as he could. Well, when we arrived at our destination, the driver asked Ryan, would you mind coming to my house and sharing more of the Bible with me and my family? So Ryan was like, yeah, he loves stuff like that, just like easy opportunities. And so he got the guy's address. Well, that's the following week, he went and visited this guy at his home, but the guy wasn't there. Nobody was at home. So for, I think it was maybe 3 weeks, he kept going back and the guy still wasn't there. And I remember him telling me, I'm kind of discouraged, the guy's not there. And, we both were just like, why would God send us this man, and all of these questions. Anyway, so the following week he went back and he went to this guy's house to see if he was there. And once again, he wasn't. But the next door neighbor, a lady, was like, sir, who are you looking for? And, so Ryan told him. And she was like, oh, what do you need with him? And Ryan said, well, I'm here. He asked me to come and share the Bible with him. We're from Mount Calvary Baptist Church. And she was like, oh, well, they're not home, but can you come to my home and share the Bible with me and my husband? So he was like, yeah, sure. And so the wife went in, woke up her husband, set down chairs outside of their house, and told her husband, you sit here and we're going to listen to this man. He's going to tell us about Jesus. So anyway, long story short, Ryan was able to lead them to the Lord. And the neat thing about this story is, though, if you go to where their house is, I'm talking about, it's and you've got to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 roads before you get to her house. So it's way in there. But when Ryan finished leading them to the Lord, the lady said, sir, for years, I prayed that somebody would get lost in here, that somebody would come through here and that they would tell my family about Jesus. So Ryan was just like, wow, Well, then she went on to say, I watch y'all's TV program every Sunday. We have a TV program here on our Brigada channel every Sunday morning. And she said, I watch that. And I used to pray, Lord, send someone from that church to my home. And at the time, Ryan was editing all the videos for the TV channel. So, only God could have sent him there. And so the whole reason for me sharing this testimony, I guess, is just to encourage you. Sometimes people come into your life, you'll come across people that maybe you think, this person doesn't even care about God. I just don't see the interest. You may see it and then you may not, and you'll get discouraged, but you don't know. Maybe they don't care about God, but maybe their neighbor or their friend or relative does. And by you reaching out to that person, you don't know what impact you're going to have. You don't know who you're going to come across that's been asking for years for someone to come and share the gospel with them. This lady has been coming for over a year and a half now. It's kind of hard because her husband comes, but, it's hard. People think, oh, as long as you just get them saved, then that's all that. No, the hard part is growing people after they're saved, getting them discipled, getting them to be faithful to church, getting their family in church. That's when the hard part comes. But I'm telling you, there's so many people out there that are just waiting. They've been praying for years for someone to come. And if you don't go, If us Christians just sit back and do nothing, I'm speaking to myself. If we just sit back and do nothing, those people are never going to hear the gospel. So I hope this encouraged you, and I hope that, you'll start really making an effort with people that you come across just to at least try and give them the gospel. I mean, if you can't talk, if you're nervous, give them a track. Invite them to church. Sometimes I'm nervous, especially like when I'm out. I'm nervous to give someone a track or to witness to them. I was just like, hey, I'd like to invite you to our church, So do what you got to do to get out the gospel. And so I hope that encouraged you. So, bye.